You should be analyzing your own games, but I bet that you're not. I know that I wasn't for a very long time. And that is a huge missed opportunity, because it is literally the best way to improve at the game. First of all, if you don't know what an analysis board is, basically it's a tool that allows you to go through your recorded games and see them from a different angle. You can see the whole game from above. You can see the entire game tree. You can see all the moves that you played, all the moves that your opponent played, and you can even change the perspective to see the game from your opponent's point of view. So if you want to know what went wrong in the game, there is no better way than going through the analysis board and seeing it from a different perspective. It is hard to spot your own mistakes when you are in the game. For example, you might be focusing too much on your pieces and not see the weaknesses in your opponent's position. Or you might be focused on your opponent's pieces and not see the advantages that you had. It is also hard to spot your own mistakes because of the time pressure. Often when you are playing a game, you have only a few seconds to figure out what to do. And if you spend too much time thinking about one move, then you're going to get a lot of angry messages from your opponent saying, hurry up, make a decision, whatever. But when you have all the time in the world, like when you are reviewing the game, it is much easier to spot interesting ideas. You can just go through all the moves and think about, was this really the best move? Was there something better that I could have played here? And this way you will find lots of mistakes. And the great thing is that you can analyze all your games like 99% of all the players out there. They never analyze their own games, or they almost never do it. But if you start doing it consistently, even if it's just one game per week, then you will quickly become one of the top 1% of players who actually care about improving, and that already gives you a huge advantage. But wait, it gets even better, because not only will you find your own mistakes, but you will also learn how to play from a more objective point of view. You will learn how to see the position more clearly. You will learn how to evaluate the position. You will learn what is important in a given position and what is not important. All of that leads to a much higher level of understanding of the game. And with that comes the results. When you analyze your blitz games, you will start to notice patterns. For example, maybe you will find out that you always lose when you play the Caro-Kann game. Maybe you will find out that you always lose when you play against the Scandinavian defense. Or maybe you will find out that you always lose when you play a certain opening with white. Once you find out these things, you can simply stop playing these openings or these variations where you don't know what you're doing. Instead, you can focus on the openings where you are more familiar with the theory, where you know what you're doing, and where you have better chances to win. As you analyze more and more games, you will start to get really good at finding the mistakes. Then you will be able to find the mistakes in your opponent's games. And that is when you will reach a whole new level. That is when you will truly start to master the game. So set aside 30 minutes every week to analyze your games, and just do it for 1 month. I guarantee that by the end of the 4th week, you will be a much better player. Don't forget that 99% of players never do it. So once again, if you start doing it consistently, then you will quickly become one of the top 1% of players. And as I said before, that already gives you a huge advantage. Also, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video.